U.S. House approved bills supporting Taiwan IMF membership. Hong Kong to scrap most COVID mask rules from Wednesday. Cambodia says bird flu under control after infected man recovers. Zero-calorie sweeteners linked to strokes and heart attacks. Australia and Japan invited to join U.S.-Philippines South Sea patrols. Nokia changes iconic logo to signal strategy shift. Mexican president posts photo of what he claims is an elf. Colombia court moves to metaverse to host hearing.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Wednesday, March 1st, and here are your top stories. On Tuesday, with strong bipartisan support, the U.S. House Financial Services Committee approved Bill H.R. 540, which directs U.S. officials to support Taiwan's membership in the IMF. This is referred to the Taiwan Non-Discrimination Act introduced by U.S. Representative Young Kim on January 26, 2023, to support Taiwan's participation in the International Monetary Fund, IMF.
According to Young Kim, a South Korean American who serves on the House Financial Services Committee and House Foreign Affairs Committee, the bipartisan Taiwan Non-Discrimination Act would ensure that the U.S. governor of the IMF advocates for several measures, including Taiwan's admission into the IMF as a member, Taiwan's participation in the IMF's regular surveillance activities relating to Taiwan's economic and financial policies, employment opportunities at the IMF for Taiwan nationals, and Taiwan's ability to receive IMF technical assistance and training. Kim said, as the 21st largest economy in the world and the 10th largest goods trading partner of the United States, Taiwan deserves a seat at the IMF.
Hong Kongers and tourists can go mask-free from Wednesday, but wearing face covering would still be required at some premises with administrative functions, such as healthcare facilities. The announcement followed Macau's lifting of its general outdoor mask-wearing rules from Monday, while supervisors of most indoor venues have discretion over whether visitors should wear the face covering. Authorities there will still require people to use them while taking public transport, as well as hospitals and care homes.
Hong Kong's mask mandate came into effect in July 2020 and has been regularly renewed, with the latest review granting a policy extension until March 8th. Under the existing policy, people visiting country parks or doing strenuous physical activities are exempt from wearing face coverings outdoors. However, health experts said more focus should be diverted toward helping children adjust to the change, as some youngsters had grown up wearing masks. It's time to explain to them that it's actually normal to go maskless.
Cambodia's Ministry of Health said on Monday that the country's bird flu situation is under control after a man infected last week recovered and more than 24 other people tested negative for the dangerous virus. The ministry said the father of an 11-year-old girl who died from the H5N1 virus is now testing negative after getting medical care in the hospital. None of the additional 29 people who were tested for the highly pathogenic virus were infected, including 13 who were exhibiting symptoms of an influenza-like illness.
According to the Cambodian government, a girl from Prey Van province was diagnosed with the bird flu after falling sick with a high fever and cough on February 16th. When her condition deteriorated, she was transferred to the National Children's Hospital in Phnom Penh, but died last Wednesday. Cambodia has since tested at least 12 people for the H5N1 strain of avian influenza. The ministry said while the findings ease concerns about whether the virus can jump directly from person to person, officials haven't made a final determination yet about the risk.
A new study published on Monday has found that zero-calorie sweeteners that is popular in ketogenic diet has been linked to stroke, heart attacks, blood clot, and death. The new study found that the higher level of the artificial sweetener called erythritol are correlated with a higher chance of heart attack, stroke, or death in 3 years from 3 different populations. The study also found that when a group of 8 healthy volunteers drank a beverage with 30 grams of erythritol in it, there were heightened blood clotting risks.
The artificial sweetener called erythritol is often found in diet foods such as stevia as a sugar replacement because it does not affect blood glucose levels and does not have any calories. The study said following exposure to dietary erythritol, a prolonged period of potentially heightened thrombotic risk may occur. This is a concern given that the very patients for whom artificial sweeteners are marketed are those typically at higher risk for future cardiovascular diseases events.
Day Lan. Today is Tuesday.
Commercial.
Traveler 是旅行者。
I have to wait for Clee.
So he or she is at the Columbia Towers Hotel gift store. 所以他在这个饭店的礼品店，然后他要买东西。Okay, so let's take this chance and listen to the.
学习让生活充满乐趣。FUNDAY 英语。
Philippines Ambassador to the United States, Jose Manuel Romualdez, said on Monday that the Philippines is in talks to possibly include Australia and Japan in planning joint South China Sea patrols with the United States. He said meetings have already been set, and probably we may have the Japanese and the Australians join in. They would like to join in for joint patrols to make sure there is the code of conduct and there is freedom of navigation. But he added it was still an idea under discussion.
The media said the patrol talks and renewed engagement with the U.S. underscore how much Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has realigned his country with his historical ally, moving away from predecessor Rodrigo Duterte's hostile approach to Washington while still pursuing close economic engagement with regional powerhouse China. Australia and the U.S. have separately been discussing joint patrols with the Philippines amid concerns about China's assertiveness in the South China Sea.
Nokia announced plans last Sunday to change its brand identity for the first time in nearly 60 years, complete with a new logo, as the telecom equipment maker focuses on aggressive growth. The new logo comprises 5 different shapes forming the word Nokia. The iconic blue color of the old logo has been dropped for a range of colors depending on the use. Nokia's chief executive, Pekka Lundmark, said there was an association to smartphones, and nowadays we are a business technology company.
After taking over the top job at the struggling Finnish company in 2020, Lundmark set out a strategy with 3 stages: reset, accelerate, and scale. With the reset stage now complete, Lundmark said the second stage is beginning. While Nokia still aims to grow its service provider business, where it sells equipment to telecom companies, its main focus is now to sell gear to other businesses. Nokia plans to review the growth path of its different businesses and consider alternatives, including divestment.
Mexico's president posted a photo on his social media account last Saturday showing what he said appeared to be a mythological woodland spirit similar to an elf. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador did not seem to be joking when he posted the photo of an alux, a mischievous woodland spirit in Mayan folklore. López Obrador wrote the photo was taken 3 days ago by an engineer. It appeared to be an alux, adding everything is mystical.
The nighttime photo shows a tree with a branch forming what looks like a halo of hair, and what may be stars forming the figure's eyes. According to traditional Mayan belief, aluxes are small, mischievous creatures that inhabit forests and fields and are prone to playing tricks on people, like hiding things. The ancient Mayan civilization reached its height from 380 to 980 on the Yucatan Peninsula and in adjacent parts of Central America, but the Mayans' descendants continue to live on the peninsula.
A Colombian court made history by holding one of the first trials in the court in the metaverse. The hearing, held on February 15, 2023, and initiated by a judge of the Magdalena Court, Maria Victoria Creon Triana, used Horizon Worlds technology to simulate a single virtual space. At the 2-hour hearing held by Magdalena Administrative Court, participants in a traffic dispute appeared as avatars in a virtual courtroom. Judge Creon's avatar dressed in black legal robes.
Judge Creonis said this is an academic experiment to show that it's possible, but where everyone consents to it, my court can continue to do things in the metaverse. It felt more real than a video call when many people turn off their cameras. You have no idea what they're doing. She described the metaverse experience as amazing. The case brought by Original Transport Union against the police will now proceed partly in the metaverse, potentially including the verdict.
FUNDAY News will help sharpen your English skills while keeping you informed about international current events. If you want to learn more about our other programs and keep learning about the world's most important topics in English, click the link below now to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Wei Li, your host. I'll see you next time.